G'day guys, welcome to another episode of U-Boat on board U-764. This is the first episode since the new update of the game. We were unable to continue with U-606 as the save file was incompatible with the new update, so we have to start a new series, and that's on board U-764. It's November 1943 and we're leaving the port of La Rochelle in France. So just as we come around the top of Spain and Portugal here, we've got an incoming message. So we'll get our radio guy onto that, see what's happening. So as you can see, we've got everything here to complete again, even though we've pretty much done it all in the previous playthrough. So it will be interesting to see what kind of updates there has actually been made to the game. Let's just have a look here. So we have information, that's pretty cool. So other U-boats are giving us intel on where convoys are on the map. That is quite interesting. I quite like that. So let's have a look, see where that is. Okay. Well, let's head on down there and see what we can pick up. Hopefully there's something good. Okay, well there wasn't much to see back there with that other U-boat, but we have arrived now at the patrol sector, so we'll just shoot that message off to the BDU. We don't have any upgrades on our ship just yet. We don't have our snorkel, so we will have to be up and down from periscope depth while we use the hydrophones. I feel lost without the snorkel because I do like to just stay underwater if I can. Keeps us out of sight of aircraft. So we'll get the staff on that and hopefully we'll find something good fairly soon inside the patrol sector. Okay, not much activity at the moment, but we do have an incoming message from BDU, so we'll just chuck somebody on the radio to intercept that and see what they got for us. Hopefully it's going to tell us the location of something and not a friendly U-boat. That would be good. Yeah, very valuable radar prototype is being transported. It's heading towards port of Freetown. Okay, so they've just worded it kind of differently from the old style. Instead of just saying crucial technology, they've actually told us what it is and where it's going and what it will be doing. So we will head to intercept that. That's pretty handy that it gives us the direction of travel and the speed as well. That means that we don't have to do quite as much working out when it comes to doing our solutions. That's pretty cool. So we'll surface the boat so we can replenish the air, and we will move in and get ourselves in position for a good attack here. Hopefully it's going to be a nice easy one. There's quite a few ships here though, so not having the snorkel is a bit of a worry for me at this stage. It's the first thing I like to try and do when I'm start a new campaign, is unlock the snorkel, but I tried to do it before we set off, and being our first patrol we haven't actually accumulated any command points or anything yet, so we need to work on that. We'll just double check the heading of these ships. I know they said it was 187, so we'll have a look with our protractor here. And yep, looking pretty good. So it seems as though we're pretty good to just set ourselves up in position and wait for the convoy to come to us. Okay, we've got the periscope up and we have ships in sight. So far we have a lead destroyer over here, and we're going to the recognition book. Okay, they've changed that, that's pretty cool. Breaks it down into the groups. It's a much easier way of us finding our targets. Now this ship I don't recognize. I don't know if this was in the previous game, so just have to spend a bit of time getting used to working out some of these ships. I mean, it could have been in the previous game and I just don't know, but I think it kind of looks like that. So we know they're doing 187 and we know they're doing 7 knots. So all we really need to do is plug that in for all of these ships that we can see, and just need to work out their distance and recognize the right ship. So that makes things a lot easier. I know there's plenty more here. So that ship's way out in front. Might not be too much needed to actually take that down. Could just let that run on through. Here we look like we have another destroyer. So let's just have a look. It's pretty obvious to pick out. It's got 4 funnels right in the middle. There we go. So we'll plug you in. 7 knots, 187. And we'll just get your distance. Nice big flag there, makes it easy. Perfect, well within range as well. So now let's have a look and see what else there is for us to take away. Another destroyer off in the distance there. I think we'll let that one pass on. See what else we've got. We've got all warm torpedoes. Okay, so we have a freighter over here, an Empire. So let's just plug that in, 7187, and we'll recognize you. And you are a freighter, not a fishing boat. You're an Empire, you're the one with the mast in the middle, Empire Explorer. Perfect, and we'll get your distance, and then we'll have to figure out which one we're actually going to shoot at. So it could be that one that's carrying the technology. Could be this one. Looks like another escort ship in the background there. And another one fairly close to us, and we have a C3 cargo ship as well. Now that might be quite good for us to take a shot at, because that will count towards our tonnage. And we need to be looking for cargo ships here. Still gonna have to get used to floating through them like this, instead of just clicking through the menu like we used to. There we go. So just within range, and I would say you definitely want to be taking a couple of torpedoes. So I think we'll target the lead destroyer, and we will also target that C3 cargo. And maybe we'll go for this one as well. We'll send a single torpedo away at this.
Rohr 1, bewässern! Rohr 2,
Just to be
bewässern!
sure. She's just within range as well of torpedo. Send those away.
Los!
And then we'll go back onto our C3 cargo. And hopefully we can get 2 for the price of 1. Would be great if we did. Can never be sure though.
Rohr 3, bewässern!
So
Rohr
tubes
4,
3 and 4,
bewässern!
we'll flood those up. Double check our distance here as well, just to be sure. She's a lot closer now. And we'll fire those away. Just see if our other torpedoes look like they should make it. There we go, 2 good hits on our C3, but I'm not sure if we're going to make contact on the other Empire, because the alarms are raised now. C3's got 2 nice big holes in the side of her, and she is listing hard to port here. Damage looks good as well. Hopefully it's going to be enough to send her down. We don't have a fire on board though, but her deck is now awash. So you never know. There's that ship in the background, but he's probably doing evasive maneuvers by now. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to make that contact with the Empire, so we're going to have to now be on evasive, and we'll just keep an eye on our C3 cargo ship here to make sure that she doesn't, or make sure that she goes down, or whatever we need to do with her. But we've got ships coming our way now, so we need to be on high alert here. We need to try and steer away from them as much as possible. We don't really have much defense on our part. Alright, we're back with the convoy, and we have this Empire in our sight, so we are going to launch a torpedo away at that. And it looks like our C3 didn't sink in the end, so we might have to go back and finish that up with the deck gun later. But there's not that many freighters in this convoy, and we haven't been notified that anything's been sunk, so we will chip away at the freighters in the convoy first, and then we'll hopefully be able to sink the target ship and get that registered tonnage and call this a successful mission.
Bewässern.
So 1 torpedo hopefully will be enough. If not, we'll have to surface the boat and use the deck gun to finish it off. But tube number 2, fire away.
Los!
Okay, 1 good hit there with a torpedo. That's what we wanted. Would have liked a fire on board as well, but we're not getting lucky with that at the moment. Damage report 50%-ish. So probably not going to be enough to sink her, unfortunately, but she will be moving a lot slower now than the rest of the convoy, so we can finish that off with a deck gun when the time is right. So let's just have a look here. Yeah, we got ships all around us, so we want to make sure that we try and evade these. We are going in reverse right now. Hopefully they're not going to spot us. It looks like they've spotted us. Let's go forwards. Bit of a cat and mouse here. Keep going around in circles until they leave. Okay, we'll mark the position of the freighter so that we know to come back. And we might head up north and shoot down that C3, and then we'll come back to this one, give those other destroyers a chance to get away from it and leave us free to take a shot. Now there is still a few more ships around, so we'll have to chase something down if neither of these ships are the target, but we'll have to find that out just as we deck gun them down. Here's the Empire that we just struck with a torpedo. It's really dark out here. I can hardly see a thing. I might have to adjust the brightness for you on the when I come to do the edit, but I can hardly see a thing out here. Just about see a silhouette, but I can't really make out the water. There you go, click on it like that. Kind of see it there. Oh yeah, she's got a bit of damage on now. So she's just got to take on some water, but let's just make sure. Let's see if we can get a couple shots away, maybe. They have abandoned ship by the looks of it. So she might go down all by herself now, actually. We'll just sit here and watch for a second, just to make sure. If not, no drama for us to plug a couple more rounds into it. Yeah, she looks like she is going. Okay, now we are here at the C3 cargo, which is just sitting in the water. And she doesn't need to take much more damage either. Just water if anything, but we want to make sure it goes down. We haven't been notified and told that we've sunk the target ship yet, so maybe this might be it. If not, we're going to have to chase back up and catch the rest of that convoy and pick it apart a bit more. That looks to be enough. There we go, mission complete. So we got the right ship in the end. And we might as well take some survivors with us. Being our first patrol, we want to make sure we get as much XP and stuff as possible for upgrades. Definitely need to get some upgrades happening as soon as we get back to port. So now we can tidy up the map and we can continue. We'll continue in our patrol sector because that other convoy seems to have just gone, so we will hopefully pick up another convoy and we'll shoot these messages off. And hopefully we'll find something again soon, and I'll come back to you when we do. Okay, we're just heading back towards port because we didn't find anything in our patrol sector, but we do have a lone ship here, so we will have a look and see what this is. If it's nothing major, we might shoot it with the deck gun. Seems to be easy enough, but we'll just get nice and close with it. Try and intercept and see what we are dealing with here. Now, do we want to send our guys over? So we have a unarmed freighter, no escorts, flying under a neutral flag. So I think we should inspect the ship. So maybe, you know, are they actually neutral, or do they have goods on that we don't want them to have? So we'll send ourselves a delegation to the freighter. We'll send the captain, of course, and you might as well wear a helmet, and you might as well take one other guy as well with you, maybe the radio man, he might be good, and we'll just give them a whole bunch of sailors and they can go and do their thing, see what their ship captain has to say.
What do you need, officer?
So your crew climbs on board with some help from the ship crew. Okay, somebody speaks fluent English, so that's good. No language barrier, that makes it easy. Let's just have a look. So, okay, thank you for that. Now we're in the office. I take it that you want to look at the shipping documents. Yes, we do. Okay, you ask the captain for the documents that state where the cargo is loaded in the ship and where they are heading. Okay, very good. He could be a liar though. Okay, so we're going to have to put the pressure on, I would say, just to see if he is lying. Kind of make us look like a fool if he's not though, but no big deal, might as well. Never done this before, so we might as well just see what the options are, see what the outcomes will be. Okay, the captain of the boat raises his eyebrow and denies that anything is wrong. He's asked you to be more specific. Can't be more specific than that, I'm afraid. Okay. Alright, so we want to search the cargo hold, I would say, just to make sure that they are not up to no good. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a slow process. Oh wow, that did take a long time. Okay, so an officer from your group looked around the freighter, accompanied by a talkative sailor who speaks some German. Told us that his uncle married a woman from Hamburg. Very good for him. Okay, so they actually have nothing on board. Go back to the captain's office, and I say we just return to our ship. And you guys can be on your way. Don't let me catch you again though, because we will sink you. If that was from distance and I wasn't aware of the flag, I would have just struck that with a torpedo. Not sure what that would have caused, good or bad for us, but either way, we're heading back to our port now. So let's get on the way. So here we go, nice quick visit out at sea for our maiden voyage. But we got the target ship, we did the tonnage, we did the kilometers. So it wasn't an unsuccessful mission at all, but it will be nice to clock up a few more tons in the upcoming patrols that we're going to be doing. We need to get our guys upgraded as well so they get extra bonuses. We get ourselves a medal, happy with that. Well, we got 2 medals, perfect. And we sunk 2 ships, nothing major really. 13,900 tons, not too bad I suppose. Hopefully it's going to give us enough to get the snorkel sorted. So here we are at the headquarters. Let's just have a little look and see what's available. There is quite a bit. So yeah, there we go, snorkels is there. We want to have a look at that. Now, we don't have enough reputation points yet. So hopefully we can do that after our next patrol, because I want that snorkel as soon as possible. It makes everything happen much easier for us. We don't have to keep surfacing all the time. But I mean, there's plenty here to upgrade, but first things first will be the snorkel, and everything else will come after that. We'll just have to pick and choose what we want. improved toilets isn't really a major, but I think it does help for the crew. There's plenty there for us to do, and we'll have to work our way through the list. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to do anything here with it today though. Well, that wasn't too bad, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and we'll definitely be back with some more U-Boat every weekend. I think I'll try and upload one every Saturday or Sunday, depending on which country you are in. But thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.